is in grade 4. Are you in grade 4?
Yes.
Yeah, she's an 8-year old, but look at her testimonials. She is world's youngest non-stop book reader at the age 4, youngest TED speaker at the age of 5, youngest keynote speaker at World Expo Dubai at the age of 6, youngest speaker at COP28 and COI 18 at the age of 7, and youngest speaker at CSW 68, Commission on Status of Women 68 at United Nations at the age of 8. Hello and welcome to Say Something with Mads. I am Madhumita Adya, your host today, and this is a channel for young people. I have done almost 100 interviews, but today I am really excited beyond words. Why? Because Kiara Kaur is here today. Let's welcome Kiara. Hi, Kiara. How are you doing?
Hello, Miss Madhumita, ma'am. It's such an honor to meet you today. I'm doing
Thank you
great.
so Thank you so much, but the honor is all mine. I will let my audience know why she is here. If you listen to her accolades at this age, you'll be awestruck just like me. So I wanted to have her on this interview. So Kiara is in grade 4. Are you in grade 4?
Yes.
Yeah, she's an 8-year old, but look at her testimonials. She is world's youngest non-stop book reader at the age 4, youngest TED speaker at the age of 5, youngest keynote speaker at World Expo Dubai at the age of 6, youngest speaker at COP28 and COI 18 at the age of 7, and youngest speaker at CSW 68, Commission on Status of Women 68 at United Nations at the age of 8. She loves reading and swimming. She's an SDG proponent and a public speaker at this age. Let's welcome Kiara once again. Oh my God. So let's start with the most interesting and the last one. You have attended and you have spoken at United Nations. What was
Yes.
the topic? How did you get connected to women empowerment? Why it's so important to you? Share us your journey of speaking at United Nations.
I was recently invited to CSW Women 68 at United Nations in the month of March and the Commission on Status of Women 68 at United Nations.
Mm-hmm.
It started when I was making records. So I was in the newspaper already. So one
Mm-hmm.
time I was sitting down in a chair and I was reading all my articles and I felt happy that I'm so famous, but I I just sank when I turned the page around. I saw that two girls were being hanged just because they wanted to continue their education. And I felt like I needed to do something. So I was talking with my grandmom for an endless amount of time. And I figured that I can spread awareness about what's going around the world with my
Mm-hmm.
voice. And soon, United Nations invited me to speak at CSW Women 68 at United Nations. And I share my story about what's going around and how we can spread awareness to our communities, our friends, our parents, and we
Mm-hmm.
should just spread awareness and be happy.
Right. So just to take you back a little bit, how did you were a climate advocate, right? You speak about SDG, and you had suddenly you wanted to speak on this women empowerment where there'll be women of all age groups. How did it go through your mind that I need to prepare for women empowerment when I'm such a young girl? I'm speaking from a young girl's perspective. So how did you prepare for that? And what was that moment when you actually stood and started speaking?
So it all started with reading the newspapers. I keep reading
Yeah.
all the news and I can get more knowledge about what's going around and how I can do something in my life to help those poor people who are suffering with so many different causes. And
Mhm.
I just shared it. I shared it with my friends, my teachers, my parents, my grandparents.
Mm.
I just love spreading awareness about, how we can make a change in the world.
What was your theme? What did you speak on? What were the core theme of that? That what can we do about these problems faced by women?
Yes, they should.
Mm.
The women and children should know their rights. And
How long was your speech?
5 minutes, 10 minutes,
Oh, wow. Oh,
10 minutes.
that's amazing. Amazing. So, moving from there to one of the questions which top of our mind is about your TED Talk. At TED
Mm.
Talk at the age of 5, public speaking. So I want you to go back when you were 5 year old and you wanted to do TED Talk. Take us through the preparation phase. What was your topic on which you spoke and the preparation part?
So there I shared my inspirational journey of reading and how my
Okay.
parents and my grandparents and everyone supported me and encouraged me to achieve my dreams and unboxing my curiosity to, just go above my limits.
Mm. So, how was the preparation? How much time you gave to prepare your speech? Did you memorize it or did you make bullet points? Just from the people who are listening to you, how to get prepared for these kind of formal occasions.
Yes, I did prepare, and my parents helped me out a lot, and I felt really happy and confident, and I just felt amazing there. And I wrote
And
it down.
right, so how long it took you to memorize, or did you prepare for? You spoke to the camera, you spoke in front of mirror. What was your preparation? What was your preparation secrets?
Uh, well, that was a long time ago, but I think it was after like a few days or something. I
Okay.
practiced and I felt confident at first, and I just feel confident when I'm in front of my, I just feel happy. This is
Yeah,
like what makes me joyful, and I feel like I'm doing something worthwhile in my life.
right. Because there is no sense of nervousness because you are you feel you're giving to the audience. Audience are there to
Yes,
you get a.
because you're speaking the truth, so why should you be scared?
Yeah, true. And imagine people, those who are listening, this is one simple line she said, but it's so powerful. Why should you be scared? Why should you be nervous when you are speaking your truth? You're not speaking somebody else's truth. It is your story, your journey. Wonderful. Kiara, if you have to write a book on yourself, what would be the title of the book?
Actually, I've already written my own book. Uh,
Okay,
it's a diary of a 5-year-old chatterbox who set world records. So when I was
okay.
young, I just loved to read, and then when I kept on reading, and then I was thinking, okay, I have so much knowledge with me. Why not I just give a little bit of knowledge to the people around me? So then I started telling every single fact, opinion, whatever I knew to my parents, my teachers, and I continued my passion to reading and speaking.
Hmm.
So, um, and there in my nursery, my principal and my teacher noticed that I already finished all the books in the library for around, there were 50, 60 books, and I finished them around in a week or two. So my
What? Oh,
so
oh
yes,
my.
yes. So
Hmm.
my teacher asked my parents that I have a really big passion of reading, and when they came to pick me up, they will just see me reading to the entire class. And she advised them to do a world record, and they agreed, and it was amazing. I read 36 books non-stop for an hour and 45 minutes at the age of 4, and uh, I I wrote my speeches too for the TEDx, and then
Oh
the book
my.
too. I have the book too. I wrote my own book. It's my autobiography.
What is the title?
A diary of your 5-year-old chatterbox who set world records.
All right.
Okay.
Tell me, Kiara, where do you see yourself now from you're in grade four? Say when you're in grade 10, do you think you will be able to maintain this kind of reading books versus the pressure of education system where every child feels that there is no time? How do you want to maintain this reading passion of your reading throughout your life now? School life at least.
So first of all, I'm not sure right now if I'll be able to maintain it because I have to focus on the reading part, on
Yes.
my school, and getting the knowledge I know to the society around me.
Yes.
So I'll try and see if I can maintain it, and I'll do
Maybe,
as much as to help the
yeah, but
society.
maybe you can read one book a week. Even that is a great thing to do. Are you reading something right now?
Yes.
Tell me off the cuff if you remember two or three of your top most favorite books.
I like the Martin Luther King autobiography.
Okay.
He is a really amazing speaker, and he spread awareness that people should be having equal rights, and they should be, not fighting because of their color, their race, or even because of their money or gender.
Hmm.
So he's a very strong speaker, and I'm truly inspired by him. He's an
All
amazing
right.
guy.
Right.
And
So
now
you like
I'm
reading
reading.
you like reading
Yes.
autobiographies.
Yes.
Lovely. I would suggest you to read. I don't know whether you've read, but read Michelle Obama and Barack Obama's autobiography. Have you
Oh,
read that?
yes, I love Michelle and Barack Obama. They are amazing leaders and presidents. I truly admire them. I read
Yes.
them too.
And
I have their
all
books.
right.
They're amazing.
Fantastic. So tell me what you are passionate about climate change as well as women empowerment. You are into reading. What do you see yourself doing in life? Do you think ahead, okay, this is what I'm going to do? Things are going to change as you grow up. But at right now, what is in your mind? What is that space you are in? What is it you're going to do?
So I actually haven't decided it yet, but sometimes I just think to myself, I want to be a doctor or I want to be an engineer sometime. But there are many things going on my mind right now, so I'm
Yes.
not sure yet. But let's
Yeah,
see how it goes.
yeah, I think you can also look at being a lawyer, which is could be one of the great options because you're a speaker and you're passionate. Why not? Yeah, that's right. You're too early to decide. Okay, I want to ask you a question about your strength and what is that one weakness you want to overcome? What would that be?
Firstly, my biggest strength is courage, which I would say I do practice every day. So, not only my positive affirmation, but by reading books on social and
Mm,
environmental issues,
mm,
and let it be a climate action book, how to do waste management at home, or reduce, reuse, and
mm,
recycle,
mm,
or even listening to the experts about what's the state of women in every country.
mm.
So basically, I speak only what I think is right, and I believe it. And I have something, and actually, I have nothing to overcome yet.
Okay.
My family and friends love me immensely. So I think I'm doing great at
If I
present.
have to give you, since you are a public speaker and people are listening to you, three top tips of public speaking, what would you say? Young people, if they are listening to you, what would you say the most you have to
First,
do these three things? Yes.
first, I want the people to be confident while speaking. They should be thoughtful while speaking, and second thing, they should like never have fears of what's
Mm,
going to happen. So, but
mm,
they're speaking their truth. So why be scared of it? That's the main tip. Why are you going to be scared if you know what you're talking about?
Mm. What uh, I figure out from these 3 points is something which people can take away is you have to be very true to the cause. You cannot speak somebody else's cause, right? If Kiara is speaking on women empowerment, I too want to speak on women empowerment, but I have no passion about that. Then my speech is not going to sound authentic, right? You need to feel it to give that speech. Am I right in saying that?
If you believe it, people around you will also believe it.
Right, absolutely. So true. Who is that one person who has inspired you the most? Who is like a hero in your life? Maybe someone from your family, someone you have never met.
So like there is a saying, not all heroes wear capes, but I have a wonderful role model in my family, and that is my grandmom, Dr. Rita
Uh-huh.
Batra. And yes, she wears a cape too. Like
Mm.
literally, she wears a cape. So, being a gynecologist, she served Indian Army's forces for around 30 years. So, um, she is a smart, a kind, and intelligent. How do I put this? Very strong in and out.
Wow.
She also received President Medal for
Mm.
her meritorious service. So she's full of positivity, and I just love her to bits. And I can say whatever I am is all because of her and everything around her and her
Oh,
team.
amazing. Lovely. I think you don't need to look out for anyone else if you have someone like this in your home. So amazed. I wish I can meet her someday. Right. What is in school? It is a very cliched question, but I have to ask you because you are in all over the world. You have spoken on so many organizations, so many platforms. What is that subject which closest to you, your heart? Like you feel that okay, here I can express myself. Here I don't have to mug up things. What is that subject? And do you have a favorite teacher?
First of all, I adore science to bits because,
Okay.
first of all, I can just, there are endless things in science, and I
Mm,
can discover, I can learn, I can create, and I can create new things, and I can do
mm,
experiments, and they're just like never ending. I can just, it's wild, science,
mm.
especially
Ah.
chemistry. I love chemistry.
Oh, you love chemistry. I've been a chemistry teacher for now 25 years.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, I've been teaching like from childhood, like since grade 11, 12.
We actually
Yeah.
just started learning about the chemical formulas, a little bit of the periodic tables, something.
Right. Yes, yes,
And exact.
amazing. That I love that subject. Right. How often do you listen to news? Where do you get your source of what is happening around the world? How do you keep in touch with things around the world? What is the source? Are you on YouTube or you watch news or you read newspaper regularly? What would you say to the young people who have stopped watching news or reading newspapers at all? How should they be connected to what is happening around the world?
So first of all, I think that listening to your parents and reading the newspaper is really important. So whenever I have free time, I just go and read the newspapers, but the news that comes here. And if I don't have time to read the newspaper, I can just go to my TV and I'll just watch some news channels and I can learn some new knowledge about the climate change, floodings,
Mm,
and all of the natural disasters and things that are happening to the world. And if I don't have time to either read the news on the TV or just read the newspaper, I my parents actually do read a lot of news and they also inform me about it, so I can too raise awareness about that.
yeah, true. Yeah. Also, probably National Geographic is an amazing channel to watch for young people like you who have.
Yes, National Geographic is amazing and they teach you lots of amazing things.
Yes,
And
indeed.
like an eye-to-eye experience about with experts and everything about what's going around the world.
Absolutely. Now, something which is very close to your heart and mine, sustainability. If you have to tell people that you need to do these things to make the world a sustainable place, what would those top three things will be at your level, at the level of a children? I'm not talking about policy changes, etc. What should be children doing, young people doing to make our world more sustainable?
Yes, so for sustainability lifestyle, I always mention, even to my nanny, my neighbors, and my friends, to carry reusable water bottles. And I make sure that I have reusable, sustainable bags to go to grocery or picnic. And I should also always remember that we should keep our surroundings clean, whether you go to visit a beach or a park, and don't litter and leave the same as you want to see it. So government are actually doing, governments and stakeholders are doing their jobs as a responsible, but as a responsible citizen, we should be more sensitive and responsible to our
Supportive
environment.
and supportive, yeah, and as much as we can. A little
Cycle.
small things of not not even not using coffee cups. Carry your own coffee mug if it's possible. I do it. I keep it a mug in my bag, and I tell them to refill that instead of taking a disposable coffee cup. So these small things I think everyone can do. I'm so happy that I have someone who is propagating this regularly on all um, my next question to you would be, supposing someone meets you, like someone comes to you, Kiara, I want to uh, do something for this world, some cause somewhere. Your friends, they ask you something. What suggestion you would give to the young people that they should start from the young age doing something regularly, even if a small thing. People I interview, they always ask me, we want to do something, but we don't know what to do and how to do. What would you tell them?
Yes, tree planting is the best and actually the easiest thing to do.
Actually?
So I would also advise them to do like planting trees and doing
Mhm.
beach cleanups, small beach cleanups around their place. And you should read books and spread awareness about what's
Mhm.
going around the world and everything that you can do in your life whenever you have free
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
Um, Always have some time to yourself to care about sustainability and the communities around you.
Right. And one more thing which I want to ask the young people, and so to you, because you are very young, but I think I need to ask this, is what you do for your mental happiness, mental well being. What is it that you see people around? Are they too much into studies? Or they're always on their phone? How would they do without the gadget? What should they be doing to keep their mental well being in their mind?
So, first of all, I would like to talk to my friends, my parents, and my teachers. Because I want to tell you a story. Recently, I injured my leg and I was not able to move around for a few weeks. So I
Oh.
started actually feeling sad and isolated.
Mm,
But after the recovery, everyone thought that I was happy because what do you call? I was able to walk around and I would look physically fit, but I didn't feel the what do you call same thing about myself. I still feel that isolated feeling and sad feeling. And and actually no one cared about how I felt. They just talked about the recovery
mm,
and how was my leg and everything, and said you look fine. Is everything okay? But they didn't talk about my emotions and how was I feeling from the inside. They were
mm,
only caring about my physical health. So I had
absolutely.
a talk with my mom about it, and she said that we have to be, yes, we know physically healthy is really important, but also if we just stay physically healthy, we don't have time to nourish our minds and keep us mentally healthy.
Mm,
So
this
you should share your feelings, just open it out. You should share your feelings with your mom, your dad, your parents, your friends, your grandparents, just anyone whom you can trust.
mm, that's one of the most wonderful lines take away from this interview for young people listening, that nobody cares, nobody even asks how are you feeling. That word feel is so important. How are you
Yes,
well
because
being?
mental and physical health go hand in hand. They are
Yes.
inextricable. So,
Absolutely. So wonderful to hear this, Kiara. And I think that I know where it comes from when people are sick for some time, even elders, even senior citizens. We need not just ask them how they are doing. We need to talk to them about what is going on in their mind to give them that close connection which they are missing. Wonderful talking to you, Kiara. Before I end, I want you to ask one question to me. That's the format of this. You can are free to ask me any question. So, what would that question be?
I want to know from your vision what you can do into helping sustainability and how you can contribute to the planet.
Oh yes, that I do every single day. I
Uh-huh.
I as you said, when we go for shopping, when we go to Lulu or Carrefour, etc., I never take those plastics. I put all the stickers on my hand. I tell them, put the stickers on my hand and put all the veggies in a bag. So they will scan all 10 stickers which are there on my hand. I never take those plastics. So that little things, I don't use tissue papers in the washrooms. I carry my own napkin. I carry my own coffee mug, as I said. And just like you, never buy a bottle of water ever for last 4 5 years. These little things. And yes, a lot of clothing, sustainable clothing. I rework on my all my saris into dresses. What I wear is all my old dresses. I rework and I wear them. So, yes, that's a question which really I expected something like this from you. Thank you so much, Kiara. I hope you had a great time as much as I had wonderful talking to you. And I wish you all the best for your future endeavors and for your science. So as a subject, you are so passionate about science. I wish and hope that you take science to a greater level, do some new inventions for the world to be a better place. I hope you enjoyed
Honor.
this interview.
It's an honor to meet you, Manita.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Kiara. Hope to see
Thank
you again next week with another interview. For now, bye bye, Kiara, and bye to all of you.